Hello and welcome to DDOCast episode 662, recorded Christmas weekend. Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm your host, Patrick. The news portion will be by myself. It's recorded in Christmas weekend because, hey, it's Christmas and things are happening in family and getting together and all that stuff. We hope, especially this week, that your chests are all level appropriate and you're having a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all of that fun stuff. We like to talk about Dungeons & Dragons online nearly every weekend. You can catch us through Twitch, YouTube, the DDO forums, iTunes, or from our website at DDOCast.com. DDOCast is hosted by CyberEars, the awesome podcast hosting network. Shows are usually available within a few days of recording. The next show will probably be next weekend. Jury is still out. But you can stay updated by following us on social media at DDOCast. On Twitter is the best place, or also DDOCast.com where we have a calendar. On the podcast this week, we interviewed Sahba Jade. So the topic this week was adjusting to premium. This has been... We've talked about this a few times on the show at this point. What's the value of still being VIP? Should you still be VIP? This is not about answering that question, but it's more about answering what does it look like to go from a VIP to a premium? And we'll kind of talk with Sahba Jade about her experience with that. Some things you want to think about getting ready to make that transition if you do decide you're going to do that. So that's kind of what we're looking at with our topic this week. Game news is just there's really not much other than bonus days and sales. The only thing of note is the Quest Soul Survivor is closed again. I feel like this quest has closed many, many times since it opened the first time. But it is closed again. There's a bug that prevents completion, so it's out of the picture for the foreseeable future. I don't remember if I saw that they had fixed it or it was going to be another coming patch or if that was something else. But it is closed. They'll let us know when they're going to reopen it. I would not expect it to be open before New Year's. It looks like a lot of folks are out of the office for the holidays. They deserve it. They should absolutely be out of the holidays. Everything that I am aware of says they put in a lot of hours again this year, particularly in the crunch to get Update 51 out and polished and at least to where it is. So probably not going to see it open before then. Bonus days. 10% heroic and epic XP, and then also plus 15% VIP XP. That's through January 2nd. So you have a nice long time to do that. The store sales, there's a lot of them, so buckle up. Double bonus points through January 2nd. The deals, December deals, this week it's 75% off of Supreme Ability Tomes, 50% off of Skill Tomes, and 35% off of Alchemist. That's through December 30th. There's a DDO Market sale. So this is not the store. You have to go to DDO.com and go to the market for these. But there is 50% off of Fables of the Feywild expansion, and 75% off of Ultimate Masterminds of Sharn expansion. That's for all three versions. The Standard, Collector, and Ultimate are all on that sale. That's through January 2nd. Autos boxes, Heroic and Epic, are back through January 2nd. Wish of Inheritance is back through January 2nd. You can also get plus 20 Hearts of Wood through January 2nd. Plus 20 Heart of Wood purchases do still come with a plus 5 Heart of Wood. There is also a sale this week. So 25%, it's a Get a Boost sale, 25% off of Sovereign XP Elixirs, Treasure Hunter Elixirs, and Greater Slayer Boosts, as well as long-lasting Supreme Ability Potions. That's through December 30th. The coupon code, a free summoned repair shop, coupon code repairs with a Z, not an S, through December 30th. So with all of that, I would expect to see on December 30th, they will probably update DDO.com/DDO deals for whatever the sales will be for December 31st through that following week. Let's see. Also, still going on, Veteran Status 3. So you can create characters and start at level 10 through January 2nd. Festival, of course, is still around. Coins will drop until January 9th. The Gesture will stick around through the 16th. Those are probably both Wednesdays, and when they're planning on doing restarts anyways. That's probably what's going to go on there. Also, don't forget to turn in your amazing free quest codes. DDO Quests 2021 through December 31st. Also, the 13th anniversary code also expires on 31st as well. Oh geez, what was that? Happy 13th, something like that. Apologies, I probably should have looked that up. But anyway, that also ends at the 31st. So, lots and lots of sales this week. We will link to the sale page in the show notes to make sure that you have an opportunity to get them. And also find them when they come out next week. I don't know if there's going to be what kind of announcements there's going to be. There really wasn't much. There really wasn't much announcement this week about the sales or the bonus days because of people being out, including Cordovan. So I don't know what that's going to mean for the sales for next week. I do not expect there to be more bonus days. I think because this one is already going through when the next week would go anyways, this is all we're going to get for that. That's okay. We're getting a pretty good bonus day here. So that's basically the news. I just wanted to make sure we got through the news for everyone. So stay tuned for our discussion with Sahba Jade. If you'd like to support the show, you can visit our website, DDOCast.com, or you can support us on Patreon. If you have a DDO-themed webpage or you Twitch DDO and you'd like to be featured on our website, you can email us at DDOcast@gmail.com. You can also hit us up at DDOcast.com for show notes, MP3s, our calendar, previous shows, and other fun stuff. And if you have a comment on this episode, question you'd like to hear us answer, topic you'd like to hear us discuss, or you just want to say hi, leave a comment or email us at DDOcast@gmail.com. And like I said, you can always find us on social media, and follow us latest cast updates at DDOcast on Twitter is the best place. So stay tuned for our discussion with Sahba Jade about adjusting to premium. Welcome. We are with Sahba Jade today, and we're going to talk about her experience going from VIP to premium.
Hello.
Hi, Sahba. How are you?
I'm good.
Just good? That's it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Before we dive into our topic, why don't you give us a quick update about what the damsels have been up to of late?
Well, we've been playing lots of games. Although, since it's this holiday season, Myth and Lesser are caught up in Raptor Claws over on the Ark server. Once Raptor Claws is this thing Ark does every Christmas time, and some raptor comes around once a day or for a certain period of time and drops gifts that they have to go find, and they do stuff with it. And once that happens, I don't see them because they are so intent on getting these gifts. So um, that is it with them. We do the damsels thing every other week. We do our podcast, and then we don't even play games. So this past weekend we had this past weekend we had our podcast, and the game or the twitching that we did for gaming was them doing Raptor Claws.
Well, there
Oh,
you go.
yeah. So that's all they do. But um, other than Raptor Claws, so we've been trying out new games. A whole bunch of new games. Uh, so check out our stuff on damselsofdo.com. And then we do our Twitch every other week. We do our podcast, which is on twitch.tv/damselsofddo. And we Twitch at 11 Mountain Standard Time.
Did the Twitch URL change?
Yes, because it used to be Damsels of D. Oh, it used to be Less of 101. Now it's Damsels. The Damsels game.
Right.
Yeah,
You said
that's what
Damsel
it is.
DDO.
Yeah, I said it wrong. Said it wrong. Leslie usually blurbs out all that stuff, so I have to remember what it is.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's easier to kind of blurb that stuff out when you're the one who does it every week, and you just
Yep,
kind of
it is.
get it muscle memory. So
Yeah, so it's the Damsels game
on Twitch,
on Twitch.
it's still the damselsddo.com.
It
Yeah, so,
is. Because it's much easier not to change that. We've had that for years.
yeah, right.
Yep.
Well, okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit about adjusting to premium. So, I think all three of you went from VIP to premium fairly recently. So I think just kind of start like, what's behind? Why did you choose to go premium, and how long were you VIP?
Well, I was VIP since the beginning. We all were VIP since the beginning of DDO. Because we all started way back in 2006 when DDO started. Um, and Myth and Lessa are barely playing DDO, and that's why they decided to go drop down from VIP. And mine's just because I'm retired now, so saving money here and there. Um, and so that's why we all did it. And there are some major differences between premium and VIP. And people don't notice there are little things too. It's not just the 500 DDO points every month that you get, or going into each quest on Elite that you get. Those are some of the big ones, right? But Myth didn't realize that you run faster in common areas like the marketplace as a VIP. As a premium or free to play, you run a lot slower. So that PR and pendant of time is very important.
Or a horse?
Or a horse, yes. If you don't have a horse, go get a horse. Either get it from the store or go out to the Borderlands and get yourself a horse. It's very easy to get a horse. Um, so yeah, that was the impetus behind all of us going from VIP to premium.
So you talked about a few of the differences. How has it really affected your gameplay?
Well, when I'm playing by myself, not much because my characters all have way more than 3 past lives. So I can open everything on Elite already. If they didn't, I would have to start out at normal, then go hard, then go Elite. But since I have so many past lives, it doesn't really make a difference. I can open everything on Elite or Reaper if I wanted to. So that's not a big deal. So for that kind of gameplay, it's not a big deal. But right now I'm playing with my friend Zazo, and I don't get that 10% extra VIP bonus in XP. So he's out leveling me like crazy. We both have the same XP pot going, and he is right now at 28 in Epic, and I'm still at 26. So it's a big boost for him having VIP and me not. And it took us a little while to realize that's where that extra XP was coming from.
So what I hear you saying there is that 10% XP that VIPs are getting, maybe we take for granted a little much.
Yes, you do. And yes, I did. Yep.
Oh, in Epic's what 8.2 million
Yep.
XP.
Hmm.
So, can I do that math? Like 800,000 XP difference. Is that right?
It is. Yeah,
So it's not insignificant.
it's
Uh,
not.
I think most quests you probably get, or if you average it out to about 800 or 100,000 a quest, depending what you're doing, that's about eight more quests a life.
Yep.
What were some of the other things that kind of surprised you? I remember you talked about on your show the bank.
Oh, right. So, um, I was very surprised that my um, characters didn't have as much money available in the bank. Uh, Um, they couldn't put as much money into the bank as I was able to do before. Um, and you don't get as much bank space available to you. You get the first, you have to pay for the bank space. And those first 10 or 20 bank spaces aren't free. You have to buy that. And then you get all your bank spaces that you already paid for before back.
So you had to buy the shared bank itself before you could
Yes.
access all the other ones you already
All
had.
the other ones that you already had. Yes. Yes. Um, the and that one I can that one I don't understand why you have to. I think you should get 20 bank spots free. Everybody should, but
Or at
that's
least
just
make
me.
it so you don't have to buy it to access all the other
Right.
ones.
One of the things that I bought immediately um, were the monster manuals. You get um, the first two free, and they call it like P and one, which I don't understand that number numbering system. But you get those free, and then you have to buy all the other ones. So I did that immediately because I love monster manuals. Um, I don't have 8 because that came with the last expansion pack, and I didn't buy that yet. I had bought all the expansion packs before that, so I was caught up to there. So the last one was what? Salt Marsh. I don't have that one yet. And 8 came with Salt Marsh, so I don't have 8 yet, but I have P through 7. And as soon as they went on sale, I bought those.
You waited for them to
And
be on sale,
yeah, everything I wait to be on sale.
right?
And I just got a visitor. My dog came in the door, even though I had it shut. Um, she has a way of opening my bedroom door. Yes, so everything I get on sale. So I don't have Monk yet because SSG knows I'm waiting for Monk to go on sale, and they have not put it on sale. Um, so definitely Monster Manual is very important because even today, Saza, we were playing, mentioned that because every time something comes up and says I have some monster hunter, I mention it. And he's like, "You are getting a lot of those," and I am getting a lot of those. I'm going through all the past lives we're doing, and it's XP, it's mysterious remnants, tons of stuff, and you're gonna appreciate it. Um,
Yeah,
what
how
else do
how
I?
much do those cost? Like a couple hundred?
They cost $9.95, I think,
Oh, okay.
each. Yeah, but they go on great sales.
Right.
And that's what you want to look out for. And DDO has a lot of great sales several times a year during the summer, and right now during the holidays, they have some great sales. So as a premium, you want to look for all the good sales. And I'm telling you, SSG monks put them on sale.
Yeah, I think I've been waiting for Artificer to go on sale since Hardcore Season 2.
Well, for some reason, I have Artificer.
You can get
Not
it from
sure.
Favor from House Cannith.
That's probably how I have it.
Yeah.
Because a whole bunch of stuff I was surprised that I got when I went premium. I was surprised I had a whole bunch of stuff already.
Right.
But Monk I didn't, Deep Gnome I didn't, but I did have Gnome, and I don't know how I had Gnome.
I'm trying to remember what ASMR was with Ravenloft.
Yep, I got that.
Was Gnome with Sharn?
Might have been,
No,
but
Tiefling
why?
was with Sharn, wasn't it?
Tiefling was with, yeah, Tiefling was with Sharn. You are correct.
Yeah,
And
I remember.
I got all the iconics with Shadowfell.
Didn't Gnome come out during the season's pass?
Oh, that could have been
That sounds right.
because I did have the seasons pass.
Right.
And I unlocked Favored Soul because I got 2,500 favor on the server, and you only have to do that once.
Right.
Oh, I got House C favor. That's how I got Artificer.
Yeah. How's Kenneth?
Yep. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Um.
And then right now, if everybody remembers, before the end of the year, do that code to get your free packs. And they have Evening Star challenges in that pack, and you absolutely want those.
DDO Quest 2021 is the code.
Right.
Um. And also, with that, we'll just throw out that Ravenloft, Menace in the Dark, and Shadowfell Conspiracy. The content portions of those are on sale in the store for 99 points through the end of the year. So if you don't have that content, now's the time to get it.
Yeah, absolutely worth those too.
There's something like 300 favor out of Minutes in the Dark, so that almost pays for itself. They all kind of almost pay for themselves. They're all about 250 to 300 favor each. So
Yeah, so before I went premium, I had a whole list of stuff that I wanted to buy, um, and which adventure packs I wanted to buy. But DDO had this same thing going on last year, so I had put the code in, and I already owned all the quests that I wanted to purchase, so I didn't have to actually buy any quests because all the ones I wanted to buy I already owned. And then I put in the code this year and got the one adventure pack they put out in
right,
2021.
the one.
So the one, yeah, so I was good to go because I already had all the expansion packs except for the one
Right.
they just put out. So I have one expansion pack to buy next year when it goes on sale, and I have everything that they put out.
Well, until they
Except
put the next expansion pack out on sale.
correct. And then I just need monk and half elf and deep gnome, and then I own all the races and classes that because there are some that I really don't care about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you want racial completions, you gotta get all the races. So there's that.
Well, I there's only one that um I don't. Oh, so my one character already has, while I was VIP, the only race that she doesn't have played is Shifter, and I own that race.
There you go.
So she needs those 3 lives to get her racial completionist. She's good to go.
What was your experience with character slots?
Okay, so I started out with 28 and I went down to 18.
That's still a lot of character slots.
It is still a lot of character slots.
Jeez, I'm not even using that many character slots.
Well, I do play quite a few. I have some main characters. Um, like I have 5 main characters that I actually play,
Right.
and then I have some that I keep at cap in case somebody wants to raid, and they only have 1 life, those characters.
Yep.
And they're just there to help with fill a slot for raiding and stuff. And then others are just bank characters that hold stuff. And one of them's half elf that I don't have that race yet, so she's just hanging out. And another one's a monk that's holding all my bows, and she's just hanging out because uh, I don't have monk yet.
Right.
But one of my main characters is a monk, and I can't play her. So,
You might have to pony up the monk points.
well, I figure between this Thursday they're going to come out with another special
Right.
sale, and next Thursday before the new year they're probably going to come up with another special sale. If they don't do by the new year, I'm going to pony up the points, as you say. Yes, that is what I've decided. My New Year's present to myself.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have not find this whole transition painful whatsoever. Because as I TR quite a bit. All my characters I TR a lot because I like going through the quest. Um, and I have a lot of fun playing this game, so I don't mind TRing. I play with Zazu quite a bit, and we do raids when we want to, and we just have fun playing the game. So I get a lot of DDO points just by doing quests and getting favor. When you TR, you get a lot of DDO points.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to think of how much favor I usually get in a life, and I want to say it's somewhere around 1,800 favor.
it's a couple thousand, yeah. So if you just bank them when you want something, there it is. They're just sitting in the store waiting for you to buy something.
Yeah.
Like like right now, they have those tensors, whatever travelers trunks on
Yep.
sale right now for 75% off.
Yep.
I bought one because those sovereign pots are worth the points
Yeah.
alone. So we each bought one. It's like, okay, when we want to do a quick life, we're going to use those pots.
So do you find yourself buying more or less points now that you're premium?
No, um, not more points. No, because I'm going to save them for important things.
Sure.
Um, I'm just going to stack up my points and save them and use them for things. Um, I was considering using the points that I have saved up. I'm doing a quest a day, and when I get a little higher level, I might actually use my points to use DDO points to get hirelings out of the store. So I have a full party of hirelings with my Mara J girl and go do quests. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not, though.
You know, just go and buy the pot ones, then use your if you have the permanent ones, you can use those.
I do use a couple permanent ones, but they're all different levels.
Right.
Like I've been using level 5 Bard, and I'm doing level 12 quests, and he doesn't really survive sometimes.
I think Samus said something about using the rogue one that came with Saltmarsh in
Yeah, see,
like level 15 quests to
yeah,
disable traps.
I don't have salt marsh, so I can't
Right.
do that. But that
Maybe.
would be nice to have a
I bet you
rogue.
next year around this time they'll have that on sale.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. Or
They had
sooner than
Feywild
that.
on sale this year, so
Yep.
about right.
But I put out a video explaining the transition and everything, and it's fairly easy. And if people want to do it, it's not too complicated or anything. So the
Yeah, I've kind of
I don't
the place that I end up with is like I don't know that I really noticed the 500 points a month.
rate.
Um and I don't really notice the 10% XP even though I probably should. But it's one of those numbers that's just so kind of behind the scenes a little bit too much that you don't really kind of think about it as much.
Well, honestly, the only time I noticed it was in this past week when
Right.
Zazo zipped ahead of me.
When you have something
Before
to
then,
compare it to.
before then I didn't notice it
Yeah.
but I can just quest by myself and then I'll catch up to him.
I think the big draw still for me at this point, doing a podcast and show and stuff, um, having the access to adventure packs. Although that is mitigated a little bit when you get one adventure pack in a year.
Right.
So
Yeah, and they just came out with another one and it was free to everybody.
the one quest, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
important of dread.
so I think there's a lot of players looking at making this transition, which is why I wanted to highlight
Right.
that transition a little bit. So for someone who is kind of looking at deciding if they want to stay VIP or go premium, what kind of advice do you have for them?
Um, Prepare. You are going to lose a lot of bank space. Um, just know that you're going to have to pay for the first two. Um, so if you don't have like any of the what do you call it, like Harper, Falconry, Inquisitive, if you don't have Sharn, you're not going to have Inquisitive. If you don't have Ravenloft, you're going to have to pay for Vistani. Um, if you don't do like Patrick and I just said and get the free quests, you're going to have to buy the adventure packs. So go get the free quests. Um, if you don't have the expansion packs, go get those right now because they're only 99 cents. Uh, get everything on sale because DDO puts things on sale, like the monster manuals. I got them for 25% off, so they were 446 DDO points instead of the regular normal DDO points. And figure out which classes and races you really want, because some of them are quite expensive. Like Dragonborn is $12.95, and I don't think it's worth $12.95 for Dragonborn. So that's one of the ones I'm not going to buy.
Unless it
And the
goes on
same.
sale.
Well, it's going to be it's got to be a really good sale for me to buy Dragonborn.
Sure.
It's really good. Um,
Well, on the flip side, you're talking about preparing. If you know you're going to go premium, uh, maybe get the Dragonborn lives out of the way.
right, exactly. Get those. That's what I did with my stuff is I got all the ones I wanted to out of the way before I went premium, and that's why um, I got Shifter with Feywild. I own Feywild, so I knew I didn't have to worry about doing the Shifter before I went premium.
Right.
So the ones that I don't own, they're already out of the way.
There you go. Yeah,
So
there's a bunch of that stuff though that I don't know that it really changes if you go from VIP to premium, right? Like buy things on sale,
right.
right? Like that's kind of a thing that people try to generally do, right? So
So one thing that I didn't think of, if you don't have a key to Evening Star, there's no easy way to get there because not everybody has done that journey to Evening Star and gotten their key.
right,
Um, there is no Hall of Heroes passport available in the loading screen. It's grayed out, and when you get into your character, there's no Evening Star key because you haven't earned it yet. You get that through favor. So you have to do the quest to get over there, earn the favor,
I think you can
or
go
go,
through Ravenloft.
ah,
I think that's an option.
okay,
But yes, if you don't have the Hall of Heroes because you're not a VIP, then you can't teleport straight there. So yes,
right.
that is a thing. And even if you do have your key, you can only use the key once every like 30 minutes.
But you have to remember you have to own Ravenloft to go
Right.
through Ravenloft. So tangled web there.
Yeah. Again, it's only
Yep.
99 points right now, so it's if you don't own Ravenloft, you have no excuses. Cheap.
And one of the good things they just did in the last update is make the Bottle of Mist account bound,
Mm-hmm.
which I was very happy to hear because one of my characters lost hers in one of her TRs. And I put in a ticket and never heard from anybody. And then and then they put it in the last update. So now she took it off of somebody else.
There you go. I would say you'd probably don't have enough character slots to create a character to give her a new one.
Well, one of my bank characters gave it over.
Right.
I was like, yay.
Yep. I think there were a few people that were kind of in that boat. So.
Yep, there were. So I made a spreadsheet and, wrote down all my
Of course you
character
did.
class. And of course I did. And classes, what I really wanted, what I needed, shared bank, monster manual, Platinum Vault, um, all the word is not coming, the enhancement trees that I had available, what I earned, what I
Universal
wanted.
enhancement trees.
Thank you very much. Yep, that. Um, all the expansion packs I owned, what I didn't own, adventure packs, etc., and prioritized what I wanted and what could wait. And number one on my list, of course, was Monster Manuals and the Share Bank. And as things went on sale, I took them off the highlight. And eventually, and then I figured out how many DDO points it was going to cost me. And I still have 3 things that are highlighted that I really want. And eventually, it's going to be down to 0 DDO points that I need to spend.
Until they come out with more adventure packs and stuff like that.
Correct. Yep.
So
And some things are not highlighted because they're just in the background. And eventually, they're going to go on a nice sale, and I will buy that Warlock because I don't have Warlock yet. DDO is going to put them on sale, and I'm going to be willing to pay that many DDO points for it. But until they do, I pull out my every week when they have a sale. I go, okay, I'm willing to spend that many DDO points.
did you
But
have a pretty
until
good stash of points
I
saved up?
did, yes,
Yeah, okay.
I did, yeah, because 500 a week, I mean a month, comes out to quite a bit, and I still have a nice stash because I just ration them out. But I did spend however many of that Tensor's
The traveler
traveler
trunk.
trunk, the traveler trunk, yeah.
Tensors is a different box.
Oh,
That's the one that
whatever
gives you
the
sentient weapon XP, I think.
oh yeah, the traveler trunk. That's the
Right.
one I just did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I have quite a few past lives under my belt, so I've been gathering up the DDO points from that.
Yeah, I will say that if you are someone who tends to spend a lot of points, and are gonna go from VIP to premium, you're still gonna end up buying point bundles. Again, buy them on sale when they're double
Well,
bonus points and stuff. But I don't,
whenever
I don't think that you're gonna miss. Like as a VIP, I don't tend to notice the 500 points a whole lot. I still end up buying points once or twice a year. So
whenever I did buy them, um, I never bought them not on sale
right,
because
why would you?
I think they do go on sale often enough for people to wait for them to go on sale, right?
They really do. Um, unless you need it now, right now, then yeah, they even people that when they have double bonus points and like the autos boxes don't tend to go on sale at the same time. But usually, like my general experience of what people do is they points go on sale, I buy a bunch of points. Now, when autos boxes go on sale, I spend those points in autos boxes. So you're just kind of like rolling that payment forward, so to speak.
Right.
So, but right now there's a lot of people asking like, why am I VIP? And this year especially, I don't think there's a really great compelling reason to be a VIP. Anyone can access hardcore, like that's not a thing anymore, like it
Right.
was the first 2 seasons. Um, 500 points a month, not great. I think the 10% XP is significant, more so than I think. Well, it's actually can be a little bit more than that because you also get the buddy XP boost, the 1%.
Right.
Um, and that adds up pretty good. So, um, but yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of moving towards the premium space. That doesn't mean that they don't buy point bundles. I have run into a few people that have this idea that if you're premium, you don't ever buy points, and I don't think that's true at all.
No, I doubt
So
it. I will. I know I'm going to buy points. So,
right?
yep.
Do you have a
Um,
strategy for what you're going to do with new adventure packs?
nope, not yet, because it really hasn't come up.
Or is that
So, I probably get them.
Right. At least if they're good and compelling.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably wait a little bit, but I will most likely get them because I like the stories for the most part.
Hmm. I think the thing
Yep.
that's going to be interesting in the premium space in the next year is how does the level cap increase affect you?
Great.
Because if they're talking about Isle of Dread is going to be when the level cap's going to go up. Now there's a
Mhm.
lot of content in that 30, 31, 32 range. Uh,
Yes.
and they haven't said what level we're going to move up to. I would expect there to be at least 3 level cap increases before we get to 40. But that doesn't, I don't know. I would just kind of expect that, they're probably like a 3, and 4, 3, 3, 2, 2 or something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of spitballing, but like I don't expect them to have us land at 39. I expect them to go to 40 as a stopping point.
Yeah, I would
Uh,
have thought 32. I
uh,
mean 40 as well.
yeah. So if I were to guess, I'd say probably something like 33, 36, 40, maybe 32. Maybe stop at 35 and then somewhere in 35 and then go up. I don't know. But it will be interesting to see. There's so much content right now. Like if they were just releasing packs in the same, like I don't need to buy any. You don't need to buy any packs for heroics, right? Like you have all of this content to run. You can skip whatever content in heroics and not bat an eye. And even in epics, you don't really have any need from 1 to 30 to have new content. There's plenty of content to level up.
Yep.
But when we start talking about 30 to 40, there's not a whole lot of content in that space. Um,
Right.
I mean, obviously they haven't created anything above 32 yet, so
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to do.
I think that's going to
I'm curious.
be, yeah, that's I think going to shake up the premium thinking a little bit. But again, I mean, it's probably still just buy the content if you want. Um, and I think most adventure packs tend to be in the around. I think the average would be around. I want to say 700 to 1,000 points per pack, depending
Another
on the
reason
pack.
to stack up.
Yeah. So, um, if you're thinking about going VIP to premium, that's something to really consider, right? Is you're not gonna have you have to if you want to play new content the day it comes out, you're gonna have to buy it the day it comes out at full price for points.
Yep.
So,
One thing I forgot about difference between premium and VIP, which really um, makes an impact, is when you're doing sagas and you
hmm
can skip a saga as a VI, skip one quest as a VIP, and you can't do that as a premium for free. I mean, like if you don't
yeah,
want to do um, over in Giant Hole, what's that one that people hate that Drac really hates?
Crucible.
Crucible, yes, thank you.
Those
Um,
people are nuts. That quest is great for XP.
oh, I know, I do it every time, but some people hate it. But why wouldn't you do that one?
Now,
That's the best one out there.
Belly of the
Um,
Beast, like that's another question entirely. Not because the
so,
quest is hard; it's just way out there.
so if you wanted to skip one, you have a free skip as a VIP, but you don't. You have to pay. What is it? 5 astral shards as a premium.
That sounds right. Although if you can play an Astral Shard game, which I don't do particularly well. Um, but it is. I don't think it's very hard to sell stuff to get shards. Um, Especially if you're
Ah,
playing a lot of, if you're getting a lot of filigrees, you can put those on the auction house cheap for shards, and especially the rares, you can usually get some shards for that.
okay, so you're talking to
But
somebody who's terrible at collecting all these years. So I would be terrible at that too. I've never been flat capped, and nobody can understand how that's possible all the years that I played this game. But that is it. So I use my money.
there are ways though, like to do the shards, and there's plenty of VIP or not or premium players that do it just fine, right? I mean, you can always run the extra quest, right?
Yep.
If anything, it'll get you your extra 10% XP that
There
you
you
lost.
go.
But yeah, I definitely myself take advantage of that a lot because there's usually one quest in each chain. Then like don't need to run that.
Terrible.
Well, it's not that they're necessarily terrible. Like I don't think Danger at Dunwater is a bad quest or anything. It's just 3 times longer than every other quest in that pack
Ah.
in the Salt Marsh pack. Like it's really 3 quests in one. We've talked about this on the show a few times.
So
Um,
is it bad on XP?
time to XP ratio, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a quest that I think I usually. I mean, I haven't run it in a while because I skip it now. But it was usually somewhere around 30 minutes to run it. Imagine if you ran What Goes Up, but like half the XP.
Oh, okay. I always run What Goes Up too, so
I mean, What Goes Up is long, but it's really good XP.
yeah. And I like the quest too,
The music's
except
great.
for the purple.
Yeah, yeah, the purple's pretty bad. But there's the Cogs quest I skip is Smash and Burn. I don't like running that
Oh,
quest.
yeah. No. Yeah.
Um, I skip Belly of the Beast all the time. For the Sharn Saga, I'm usually skipping Lost at Sea. Not because I have anything against Lost at Sea, just like I tend not to run. I tend to run it as a different set of quests than I do the Sharn set. So,
Okay. So you're a skipper, I get it.
um, sometimes, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I don't skip
So
anything
you
out
take
of. I don't
so
skip
you take
anything out of
advantage of
Ravenloft.
that. So well, that's a good point. I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, right. I have occasionally skipped like one quest out of Ravenloft because maybe I ran out of time on Sunrise and just didn't go back and run it. Um,
So as a premium, you would think twice before spending 5 astral shards on skipping a quest.
no,
Oh, okay.
no, because I have enough shards and I'm a miser with them. I mean,
And
I have done. I do well enough in the shard game, the shard auction house game that like I could easily spend. It would be worth it to me to spend the 5 shards to skip those quests for the
okay.
sagas.
So I can tell you right now, I have 0 shards.
Start selling filigrees.
Well, you have to have a shard to sell a shard. I mean, to play the shard game, right?
Well, you have
Although
monster manuals, so you'll get astral shards through that.
that is true. And I also bought that box, and in that box comes 100 shards.
There you go.
Yep. All right, I should start selling my
Start selling.
filigrees
Yeah.
because they're just hanging out in somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, you can usually, especially the rares, right? Like the ones that aren't sets that people tend to use. I mean, if you sell a filigree for like, I tend to put them on for like 10 or 20 or 10. It depends on which ones they are, right? Some of the like a prowess is going to be really popular, or some of those that are really popular, I'll put for more. But I don't need that many filigrees.
So you know what's funny is that I get on daily dice rolls, I get Big B's guiding hand, and I always put those on the auction house for plat,
Sure.
and they sell like crazy. And not once did I ever think of selling filigrees on the shard auction house.
Yeah, it's one of those things like every time I get quote low on shards, which is actually kind of not true. I think I tend to sell filigrees more when it's like, all right, my bag is full and I'm like I need to create space in my bag and I don't need like I think I usually keep like 3 of a rare in my bag and like 5 of a not rare and I sell the rest.
Okay. Well, thanks. I think I might do that. Once we can start logging back into DDO because they're having login problems right now. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that. That's just life, but
it
uh
is.
right, anyway, there's some thoughts about if you do go to premium from VIP, what that might look like and what your experience with that might be. I think big picture, there's some things you probably have to figure out. But I have rarely, if ever, heard someone, "Hey, I went to premium. Boy, I bought VIP so fast back because it was so lame." Like, I never really hear that experience.
No,
Um,
I mean, DDO is a fun game to play whether you're VIP or premium.
right. Yep. Especially if you're, I would say if you are a newer player, I would kind of almost recommend that you go VIP for like 3 months. Like get the 3 month pass. I think they have 3 month VIP passes. Just
Yeah,
because it opens up so much for you that you can kind of
yeah,
get
get
some
a feel
stuff,
for it.
get a feel for it too. And if you're really, on top of things, you can do, if you get 2 lives under your belt, then you can open up on elite, and that's no longer an issue.
That is exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That way, you would never have to worry about doing the normal hard and then elite thing,
Yep. So
because that's the worst part of being premium is having to open things on normal. Because I did the hardcore server this time because I was going with Sazo because he wanted to get the feat because he hadn't done it before, and I was like, "Sure, I'll help you out." And I couldn't open any of the stuff except on normal.
there are enough people that you can run with though that usually that tends to, that's I think more of an issue if you're going to run by yourself or with a lot of other premiums. Um,
Well, he
for
could open
Cypher stuff.
everything
Yeah. Right.
because he's VIP. So I had to wait for him to open up all the quests.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I don't want to
Uh-huh.
do this anymore. Um, and luckily I went out to LA for 10 days. And while I didn't want the feat, so I don't care. Because I got everything on hardcore the first time around that I wanted. And while I was away, he got 4,000 favor. And in one day while I was back, he got the last 1,000 favor. And he said, I got my 5,000 favor, but I'll come back to the hardcore server if you want the feat. I'm like, nope, I was just there to help you.
I do
Let's
like the
get back
feet.
to
The
our
feet are
game.
very nice.
Um,
But yeah.
funny thing is, on his one character, he's inquisitive. When you have dual wielding, the feet don't show up.
That's interesting.
It is when he takes them off. Um, like if he has a scroll in his hand, feet follow him. Anything else but his dual wielding.
That's funny. I think that's
When he's
new. But
it is new. When he's climbing up a ladder, I can see the feet on the ladder following him because he doesn't have his crossbows in his hand when he's climbing a ladder.
that's kind of funny.
It is, and he's very annoyed because he only did it because he likes having the feet following him.
I mean, they'll fix that.
They will fix that. All his other characters are not dual wielding crossbow users, so the feet follow him. But that one,
That's pretty
it's
funny.
pretty funny. It is.
Well, thanks Saba for joining us tonight
You're
to
welcome.
talk about premium. Uh,
Well, everybody do it if you really want to. It's not that big of a deal going from VIP to premium, but all those years I was VIP, I was very happy being VIP.
sure. Yeah,
So
I hear you on that.
either way, either way is good.
There are kind of a last thought. Like if you're playing on a budget, you may find that the what you save in VIP versus being able to spend a little more in buying points every year. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that it actually works out better for their wallet that way. So
Right. Yep.
something to consider. Um, Speaking of spending money, if you'd like to support the show, you can visit our website at DDOCast.com, or you can support us on Patreon. You can also find show notes, past shows, and more on our website. You can also find us on social media and follow us latest cast updates. I am at DDOCast on Twitter is the best place. If you'd like to join the discussion, you can leave a comment or email us at DDOCast@gmail.com. You can find Saba on Twitter.
Saba Jade.
There you go. And we've already talked about where you can find the damsels. Do you want to say those again? Do you remember them?
Damsels of DDO.com. And our Twitch is the Damsels Game.
There we go. So until next time, may all your attack rolls be crits, all your chests level appropriate, have fun, and don't forget to gather for buffs.